Killer Cromlech is home, baby. Here we are. We are in the Sunset Mountains mining camp. Let's go talk to our good friend, what's his name? Torgir.
Oh, you came back to us. Turned us to the dark hour.
Torgir, I remember you. Oh, it's been too long. What happened here? Where is the rest of the Excuse me, I was just clearing my throat. And, oh, that's it. Oh, that's right, they all died. I forgot they were all died when the elves came in. The fucking drow, I'll tell you that much. The fucking drow, they're gonna die. We're gonna take out every one of them. Oh, that's a real pain in the keister. I like your chin beard rings there, Mr. Torgir. And now you want me to leave? Well, I'll just go here. You think I'm going to leave right now? I will not abandon my brothers to the Dark Elves, Torgir. Let me enter the mines and I'll drive them out there myself.
Oh, no, you can't get into the mines.
That's right. This is, but we got a long time before we get into those mines. We gotta go through a whole mountain and, yes, we gotta go find flint and start a fire and wake up an ice dragon. There's a lot going on in this place.
Oh, well, why did they leave the camp?
Yes, yeah, so basically what we gotta do is we gotta light this signal fire atop this mountain, but the map is large in multiple spots, and there's multiple caves, so it's gonna be a little bit of a slog to get through Burning Eye, but once we do that, and we have to find the corpses of my brethren, so I can get a flint and gas and, I believe, some tinder, so I could start the fire that melts the dwarf that then allows me to light the signal fire. And then doing that will get me the key, I think, that magically unlocks the door, if I remember correctly. Can the door to the mines be forced? I need the key. I need, oh right, because the key's on this dwarf that froze trying to light the signal fire. So I have to melt him to get the key to then take out but then I wake an ice dragon who then goes into a cave? For some reason? But, you know, it's what it is. It's like trapped in the mines. I will go in search of Colgrim and his band to see if I can persuade them to let me use the key to enter the mines. Thank you. Farewell, you baldy bald man. Oh, he raised his eyebrow like The Rock. Can you smell what Torgir is cooking? I'm smelling what Torgir is cooking. And it's quite nice. So, if I remember correctly, we did not actually do a whole ton. As far as, I think I kept the flaming longsword, but we can get rid of a lot of this stuff. I thought we already talked to our good friend, the shopkeep, but I guess we haven't. Let's talk to Brannock. Good dude.
Never will you see, brother.
Oh, that's right. He asked, how could he help me first? Wow. Now, what's interesting here is that because I've chosen the dwarf, I will have much more intimate conversations with these guys in this game, in this area. It's not that they're mean. Like, they're not mean to the human. They're just respectful to the human, but they are very pissed and yelling at if you choose the elf. So it is a nice little Easter egg that, depending on who you've chosen as a character, affects how you get treated in this camp. You know, you still accomplish all the same missions. It doesn't change any of that, but it's still a fun little thing to note. And truth be told, I love little Easter egg stuff like that. Oh yeah, should we buy some new armor? Is the question, because now we've got a circumstance. We already got the scale mail, but we can buy the chainmail. Well, not the chainmail itself, but we could at least get 2 out of the 3 of these. I don't think that's a bad idea, honestly. It never hurts to upgrade the armor pretty much any time you do it, and I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to get the boots and the helmet. I'm going to sell the scale that I've got, and I'm going to sell the scale that I've got, and I will equip those, which will be quite nice. Let's see, I got 3,000. Let's see, I don't know if I want to sell the shield. And the flaming longsword, I mean, I've got the bastard sword, which I'm going to use for the foreseeable future because it's better than the flaming longsword. Not that the longsword's bad, but I think it's probably more prudent at this moment to get all of the armor. I'm kind of a buy the armor from the folks before you start buying weapons, because it doesn't really matter what weapon you got if you can't protect yourself enough to even use it effectively before you die. So there we go. Boots, helmet, gloves. We got the shield if we need it. Which we don't at the moment, but I do want to go clubbing again. Although we aren't going to have anybody, everyone's going to qualify. No one's going to be destroyed because there aren't any undead here. So that will be just a little sad side set. But let's see. How many potions do I have? 24, and they're just lesser. You know what? For the sake of just making sure that I am fully equipped, I'm going to use a good chunk of the rest of my money here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so I got, what, 29 healing potions? Yeah. I'm going to say that was worth it to do, because it never hurts to be fully equipped. What do we got as far as... Oh, maybe I should sell some of the lessers. Yeah, I will do a swap out, just for the sake of weight, actually, in this case. Because I have a lot of stuff that is weighing me down. But the next time we level up, I'm going to make sure that I get a one of the endurance perks, so I can carry 15 more pounds of shit. Because it is really valuable to have, and I'm pretty sure... No, I think it's the elf that has the weakest in terms of what weight capacity you're able to have. Alright, it's time to go kill some wolves first and foremost. They're the ones who start this deal. But let's save. It is always worth it to save, as I won't use my tagline from the Galactic Conquest one that A. Bizzle and I have coined. And now we go check it before you wreck it. And these wolves are getting wrecked. Putting it on the record. Ow, you dead, bitch. Ow, you dead, bitch. Oh shit, there's a lot of them. This is a full-blown packadillo. Okay. Oh, I thought that was going to do it. Wow. Damn. Was that the same wolf? I don't know if that was the same wolf. I kind of lost track. Down with you, bitch. Come on. Come on now. I'm going to do this. I'm going to survive. I'm in it all. I will survive. I told you I'd make it. Let's save, even just from that. Oh, we're going to burn your eye. We're burning me eyes. My eyes are burning. Someone's talking about me. My ears are burning. If I were Sweet Tooth, my whole head would be burning. Here's a fun fact about me. There were a bunch of kids on the school bus when in high school that would call me as a nickname Fire Burnin', and I never understood why, and it was never explained to me by those people, and I tried to be nice to them. It was very strange. It was very strange. Yeah, I don't know why I remember that, but I guess because, like, I was always wary of getting picked on. You know, I mean, kids are kids in their teenage years. You know, it's hard because kids reflect the ugliness of their parents, but they also just don't know. They don't have, like, the social cues that, you know, built up yet to kind of understand and read the situation. A lot of adults don't get that either. But I never understood what the fire burning even was supposed to mean. I think they just, like, listened to the song earlier that day and just for some reason decided to call me that. And I had no, like, affiliation with them at all. I just was, like, doing my own thing, walking by and just sitting on the bus, minding my own business. But that's how it happens. That's how it all happens. I'm going back to save because, especially here, I don't need to be having to replay a bunch of wolves, because the wolves to me are like one of the most annoying parts. Everything else I can handle, but because the wolves are in just such high concentration, you know, you get 5 or 6 of them. Like, God damn, see, they never end. And oh, I guess I didn't have to do that. Come on, Wolfie McDaniels. Hiya! I wonder if that's what they call Josh McDaniels in New England, on the Pop-Tarts, on the New England Pop-Tarts. All right, come on, y'all. Come on, woo! Get your wounding. Although I wish this were a bastard sort of wounding. That'd be dope. because that inflicts. I don't know if it's called sap in this game, but it adds another extra shot or two. You know, it's where you just continually bleed for a little while. I think that's called sap in D&D. You'd think I would know, but as it turns out, even though I've played this game for years and years and years, when it comes to the actual like TTRPG, I'm still relatively new. I mean, I've been playing it for over a year, but like just that. It's, you know, I've had 2 campaigns total. I mean, I've been a part of 3 campaigns, but one of them was just a one-off where I just came in and just hacked people with a rogue. Not too dissimilar to what Killer Cromlech is doing here to all of these ogres. And I don't care how many layers they got, because I'm going to cut through them all. Chop them up with my cold-ass chef knife. Oh shit, there's a lot of them here. And my health is, yeah, I don't want to waste health potions here. And the thing about just beasts like the wolves is that you don't get any gold or items from them. You just have to kind of fight them raw dog, no pun intended, and take them out. But we're raw dogging these ogres. Chop. 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 Oh, wow. That was a colossal miss on my part. I literally swung around all 3 of them, and then they just all surrounded me. That was not a good situation. All right, good. We made it. We made it. We did all right. We're fine. We're fine. I'm going to use my bow on you just to save some arrows. Or just to save some weight space. Boy, 8 arrows for that shit. That wasn't great. Dagger +1, meh. Warhammer +1, meh. One of these days, we'll do a playthrough. I'm just doing this the way, you know, that I've played it when I was a kid. But I do like doing something of a Nuzlocke with this game, where you have to use the weapon that you just picked up last. And you could sell stuff, or you could do like a no shop run, where you have to basically just use whatever you pick up. And that, so meaning you can only recall and there's really no point in recalling unless you just want to save your health. You know, if you can't run away or if you're surrounded, because then you can't use the shop. And I have done that before, once or twice. And it does make it a lot more challenging, because you can't buy a sword like the one I've got as we just zigzag-a-lag our way up the mountain. More wolves. There is a save coming up, so I'm hoping I'll get to that pretty soon. Man, I wish I had a little bit more in the combat reflexes department. But that's what the double-handed weapons do. I really ought to get a good battle axe because that's more of a specialty for Cromlech than these great swords. But you got to use what you got to use, man. And there's nothing over here. But I wanted to make sure that this was an all-encompassing playthrough, so I made sure that you saw that there was nothing there. And one more wolf. Goodbye, wolf. And you are not going to kill me. And you are not going to kill me either, because I'm going to dodge all your shit. Hiya. 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 God damn it. These wolves, they're non-stop, man. They're like 10 at a time. God, and you know, it occurred to me the other day, if you encountered this amount of enemies this quickly in a TTRPG, there's no way you'd survive. I mean, you'd have to have a party of like 30 to come up and just knock out this many people at the same time. It'd be really impressive, but considering the turn system, it would just be, it would hurt. It would definitely hurt. Alright, let's keep on moving. Let's keep on moving. Fuck these fucking wolves. God damn. Oh, now we got the icy version of our Yeti, who's one hug from Hulk Hogan away from giving the Big Show his first world title. God. I really feel for Paul White for the BS that he endured in WCW. And, yeah, because it's like, well, the guy who was that talented, there had to have been a better way to teach him, but the people weren't trying to teach him there. You know, they had their own agenda. And it's interesting that I don't want to go on a wrestling rant here. I would rather do that on the Court Martial podcast, which is another part of the multimedia empire. The link is in the description for the Court Martial podcast. It's where we talk about wrestling and wrestling topics. We haven't done a little bit in a little while, but that doesn't mean that we won't. Usually we do like pay-per-view reviews there, but I would like to do some more just like base root-hearted discussions going forward. Maybe with some of y'all, if you care to talk. And I also have a sports show that's coming up pretty soon, discussing football, baseball, and the like. Stay tuned for that on the White Knux OG channel. There's a lot coming up on this channel besides just the gaming and the pirate show. And, you know, I'll admit to y'all, for those of you who are watching the pirate show, that is kind of what I'm using to learn, because I just got a new laptop, which is why I'm able to record this the way that I am. So I'm still trying to, like, figure out how some of the mechanics work in the editing software I've got, you know, because I'm still relatively new to all of that. So it's, a lot of this is learning curve shit. So I appreciate you being here for learning curve shit, as this is just the beginning of the White Knux OG channel. That is for sure. There's a lot coming up for what we're able to do, and hopefully not dying is a part of it, as I got quite close there. But we're actually doing pretty good against these guys. It's just that thick-ass fur is dropping this down. And also, I'm pretty sure that these Yeti are cold-resistant, which does kind of hamper the effectiveness of this weapon. That's why that flaming longsword did kind of matter. But you know what? I don't care. Because I think we're only just going to handle the Burning Eye base today, and we're going to do the rest at another time. On the next episode. Knocking this shit down. White Knux OG, this is how we beat. Oh, damn it. God damn it. Alright, well, then we're definitely just doing Burning Eye base, because we got a whole mess of Yeti to fight again. Oh, God. There were a lot of people we're going to have to fight back. Is this our first death here? Is Burning Eye base? I think it might be. And I'm just going to have to keep an eye on myself, as I do now somewhat regret getting rid of that flaming longsword. But you know what? Doesn't matter to me. But you see why it's so important to, like, go back and save after you fight a shit ton of dudes. Because you never know when you're just going to get caught off guard, or you're going to be, like, half a click away from losing your health, thinking that you've got it and you've got, like, one blow away. You know, I'm kind of a roll the dice attacker sometimes, so it is, you know, it's actually kind of surprising. I thought we were going to die when we fought the orb, you know, because we were very, very close to dying there. And I'm also going against my philosophy of run away often, because you can kind of lure these guys out of position, as you've seen multiple times on this. And I think I just get too ballsy here. And this happens a lot. I die a lot on Burning Eye base, and I think mainly the reason is I think I can handle everybody, and then all of a sudden I get overwhelmed, and I think I've got it, and then they give me a crit, because they crit a lot here. Yeah, see, this is kind of the shit I'm talking about. And get out of my face, or you're gonna get hurt. Get out of my face, or you're gonna get hurt. But you know what? Every time that it hurts, just remember, it hurts a lot more to die. And this is a game where one death, uno des. We are just dying once in this game. That is the truth. You will never see another death in this game, and that is a Shorty G guarantee. The people who know what I mean by that. But yeah, that's it. That's the last dying you're going to see. I promise you that. There's no chance that anyone is going to ever kill us in this game. You have my word on that. Oh yeah, we got to go into this cave real quick. And then we'll finish things up. Fuck you wolves. Fuck you wolves. Fuck you wolves. Fuck you wolves. Woo, werewolves of dungeon. But they dead. But they don't awoo. You don't hear, well, they haven't yet. But I'm going to have to really keep an eye on my health, because these caves are hard, because in close quarters it's hard to do like the runarounds that you can kind of bob and weave out of people here, which does make this harder. There's one cave later on that has like 12 Yeti in it, and it is quite challenging. So we're going to just try and keep it nice and easy here. There we go. And see, this is why the improved critical is so helpful, because every time you see a yellow number, that's a crit. And so the fact that we get more crits faster is a really good way to make sure we don't get too overwhelmed too fast. And in other playthroughs I've done of this, I'm not using improved critical has really increased the death rate. And we are not going to die to a bunch of bitch-ass wolves. At least our first death just was to something respectable like a Yeti. I don't mind dying to a Yeti, but we're going to forget that. We're going to forget it ever happened. We're going to just keep killing with Killer Cromlech. And, get some experience and some healing potions. And now, did I need to go in there? No. But I've always been of the philosophy that it's worth fighting people for extra, experience. Like, I'm hoping, I don't think it's gonna, but I'm hoping that this will be enough to get me to level up here. I don't think it's going to be, but it'd be a lot cooler if it was, but I don't think it's gonna be. Come on. I'm so glad that dude just stopped to watch. I'm so glad that dude just stopped to watch. He was, like, fascinated with me wrecking his brother. He did not get involved at all. Like, why? It was Observer Yeti. Hey, you know what? Who says Yetis can't participate in cuck culture? You know? He was just watching his fucking Yeti wife get hot-wifed at the hands of Killer Cromlech. Can I say that on YouTube? Is that allowed? Well, it's happening. And down it goes. And sadly was not enough to level up. Level up, DM? Can we level up, DM? No. Can't level up. You'll level up next time. Which is totally fine. So let's save once we get to the base here at the summit part. And then we're gonna... Then we're gonna summit... Oh, son of a bitch. More fucking... God damn these wolves. Oh, man. I want to eat these wolves. I want to wear their pelts. I'm gonna wear wolf pelts for the rest of this game. Too bad you can't actually craft wolf pelts. Instead, you just have to chop, hack, and slash. God damn. And that, not even that was enough to level up. No level up for you. But you know what? There's other things we gotta do. We did what we did, and now we're making it through. Bing and or bong.